hell with keys. You know, I had a bit of a rebirth at 30 years of age, coming from the post-Vietnam, post-Watergate counterculture, screw everything mainstream kind of distrust of America and all of you, frankly. You know, having babies and turning 30 and kind of understanding a little bit more of the arc of things is a great way to reintroduce yourself to the importance of caring about the people around you and involving yourself in this weird, brief miracle that life is. And so I was lucky enough to have been hit by lightning and decide that nursing for some bizarre reason as a 30-year-old man would be something that I should do. And I don't know, I couldn't go from singing punk rock on the stage at the Whiskey A Go-Go to coming being somewhere. It had to be something that mattered. And I had to get into it and out of it fairly quickly. And nursing was the thing, it was in demand. I was going to do it, I was going to like it, and I was going to be good at it, because that's the way you make decisions when you're in your 30s. There's no kind of dicking around anymore. It's like, this is going to be it. And then it was just a matter of, you know, hard work and a bunch of kind of crazy coincidence that led me to Harbor. And saw Dr. McBride walking by one day when I'd been turned down for another role a couple weeks after graduating, and just grabbed him by the shirt and said, "Hey, you ever think about having an MP down at Harbor?" He's like, "You know, God, could we use you? We've got a couple of interns that are like from Russia and don't speak English." I mean, those were the days when they had the prelims. They would get like 100 of them, you know, and they'd never had any intention on hiring any of them. They were just like slaves, basically. You know, they ended up getting in a lot of trouble over that type of behavior. But it was a difficult time, and it was a good time to kind of come in and be a continuity guy. And I was lucky because they treated me like an intern, which means badly. But, you know, with me, the embarrassment and stress and those types of things are very prime motivators for learning and for remembering things. And, you know, we learned on the fly, and shit was happening thick and fast all the time. And it was just so nice to have something to do where I knew every second of my life mattered. And for me, that's just such a key, because it is so brief here, and there's just so much to do, and it's so exciting, and it's so wonderful, and it all feels so good, and I just want to do it all, and wanted to do it until I couldn't do it anymore. I honestly knew this day was going to come, but I thought I'd be 70 when I was standing here. I really did think I was going to die at Harbor. You know, I used to say that I was going to die like in an elevator with a stack of films in my hands, because I don't have films anymore. It's like, that's how long that I've been there. I've seen the coming and the going of films. But nonetheless, I was given the opportunity to be great, and that's the most important thing. You know, if I'd have started out and they'd told me, "Look, you're a nurse practitioner, we expect you to kind of only ascend to this height and then just kind of stay in your place," you know, I'd have probably done that. But I was expected to be great, and I was expected to be smart, and I was expected to work hard, and I was expected to show up every day and not be sick and not say no. And you know, in the pre-80-hour work week, we would stay until everybody was safe and tucked in, and until the chief said it was time to go home. And that's, you know, I joke these days that I was raised by wolves, because I didn't have any parents, because there was nobody like me at the time, and I didn't know, you know, I modeled my behavior after these freaks. But, I mean, it kept me busy, and it ground me down, and it took care of the kind of crazy sharp edges that fly up and hurt people and hurt myself, and it allowed me to kind of grow old. As Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue says, growing older and getting in your 40s is like nature's Xanax. You know, things mellow out with time, and I like where I am, and I certainly didn't plan on leaving Harbor, but like all good relationships, it's an accident of timing. Somebody came up, they said the right things in my ear, and, you know, suddenly, my life changed overnight. It just seemed like the right thing to do. I don't know what this job's going to be like minute to minute, but if it pays me, you know, enough money to stay alive and I get more time with my wife and children, then it was the deal I had to make. But it wasn't because I didn't love you, and it wasn't because I didn't love Harbor, which I will until I die. Anyway, thank you so much for all your help over the years. I didn't know very much when I started. I just kind of carried myself like I did, and that's just to get a lot of trouble. do it again this time in Fontana. But you have to be nice there. They make you. Everybody gets to write down how nice you are. And if you're not nice, they fire you. It's not the same as Harvard. Anyways, thanks to Michelle and Dr. McBride for having me here. I love them to the bottom of my soul, and Jinx and all of you more than I can say.
Aww.
So, thank you.
Yay! Hooray! Hooray!
Dinner is served in the main foyer.
What? Oh, in there. Anyone else have a comment? The microphone is open, and we're tired of hearing this alternative music anyway.
We'll be happy to give you a Harbor funeral.
All right, cheers, everybody. Party on.
Bye.